Hello and welcome to another driving with Jose. Um, yeah, let's get this started. I think today I kind of want to talk about some stuff, right? Like kind of has to do with something my wife brought up, right? Uh, we were at home and my wife asked that how am I able to let go of things so easily, right? Like how am I able to forgive people and not hold resentments or remorse? And to be honest, I understand the program kind of teaches us how not to hold on to resentments and stuff like that. But I believe a lot of the reason I don't hold resentments or I'm able to just let go of certain things is because I have no expectations about people. At the end of the day, we're humans and humans do what humans do, right? We, uh, we try to survive and we're going to do whatever it takes to try to survive. And having no expectations about anybody, right? Especially when you meet somebody. If I do something or help you out in any type of way, I'm not expecting anything in return. And that's what I've been taught um, through the program, through my religious practices, through my seeking of knowledge and my spiritual awareness, right? Is that when you do something, you're going to do it out of the kindness of your heart and not expect anything in return. And sometimes we have high expectations of certain people that when they let us down or they do what people do, we start feeling hurt and we start holding resentments. But at the end of the day, those resentments are actually affecting us, not anybody else. And sometimes it's just better to let go, forgive and forget and learn and grow because when I was younger, I really wanted to have these lasting friendships, right? But then I realized that with time that people grow and either we stay back and don't grow or we grow and we evolve. And now certain things I used to like last year, I'm not going to enjoy this year, right? And and it's normal, it's part of life, the evolution of life, right? The growth, the maturing. Um, has to happen in order for us to be able to become better people as a whole. And I remember one time I was talking to somebody and he told me, if you talk to somebody and you don't learn anything new, that first hour you spend with that person, don't spend your time at all with that person, right? Like what's the point? Because because time is precious. That's all we have in life, time. So if I'm going to give you time and attention, it's because I believe that you're in some way helping me be a better person and growing. And sometimes we meet people for that reason only, to help us through this journey, to guide us at that moment that we needed them. And then we evolve and we grow. And now it's our turn to be of service and help others. That's what the program teaches us, you know? And that's what I try to explain to my wife. Like, you can't hold resentments. You can't allow other people to control the way you feel or think because at the end of the day, they're people. You know how many times I probably let people down? And it's normal. It's just regular. Stuff comes up. We're living lives. We have issues. We can't fulfill certain promises that we say we're gonna fulfill because we want you to like us or just we don't have boundaries set. We don't understand certain how to say no sometimes as humans, right? And I think that's very important because if we go into a relationship with low expectations, not expecting anything at all, that's when the relationship actually flowers and prospers. And it's happened to me multiple times where I go and I help somebody and never expect anything back in return. And then I have an amazing friendship. And I think at this moment, that's what I kind of want to teach my kids. Like, friends are going to come and go, you know? You're going to have different friends for different seasons of life. Life is not a movie. Life is a show. And shows have seasons and different episodes. And we all need to grow and understand that the only thing certain in life is death. And I know it sounds weird, and I hope some of you guys understand it, but that's all we have. There's nothing promised to us, there's nothing owed to us. And once we go around life living like that and understanding that motto, it's going to be so much easy to just let go of certain resentments and forgive and just live in the now. And I'm not an expert, but I'm trying to do that every day. And I live so happy and so joyous. And I don't care if people accept me or they do, because at the end of the day, I've learned to accept myself. See, a lot of the issues I went through, a lot of the problems I had, a lot of the reason I was an addict was because I couldn't accept who I truly was. I wanted others to love me and accept me. But how is somebody going to love and accept me if I can't even accept myself? And when I learned not to give a fuck about what others think, I was able to accept who I was, and I'm able to grow as a person. So I forgive a lot of people. I've hurt it because I want others to forgive me, because I know I've hurt others. And all I do is pray for everybody that I've damaged or hurt some way, somehow, through my addiction, through my past. But at the same time, who am I to forgive? I am nobody. But I could forget, and I could let go. I don't have to hold on to certain pain. Whatever happened to me as a child, it happened to me as a child. And I need to understand that sometimes I make my traumatic experiences more traumatic than they should be, because I'm holding on to that thought. You know? And why should I have shame to speak about me getting molested as a child? I was a child. I couldn't fight back. As an adult, I learned to deal with it and cope with it. It took me time. But I faced those demons, and I realized what type of person I am inside. And see, a lot of times we start throwing judgment and talking about certain people. It's because we're too scared to look inside. So we look outside and start comparing everybody else to feel better about ourselves, when internally we pick those faults because they remind us of who we truly are. And it's a battle. A lot of people think that healing and spirituality is all fucking unicorns and rainbows, but it's not. It's dirty. It's getting to know what type of person you are and fighting. Because if you're going to go to war, you got to know your enemy. And the person I go to war most of the time is myself. I'm always in battle with myself. And I used to think that my mind was a maze and I couldn't find the way out. But I understand that now. I look at my thoughts as a labyrinth. Yes, I created them and I have the way out. I know the way out. See, a labyrinth has a way in and a way out. A maze is meant to confuse us. And I've lived this, man. I started messing up my life since I was a kid. So I have experience. And all I could do now, and the reason I'm still here, because I've lost so many people, and sometimes I question, why am I here? Is because I've gone through so much stuff, and I can't stay quiet no more, and I have to share with you guys. Because I suffered so much through my addiction, through my issues, through my depression, because I didn't speak up. And when I started speaking up, I realized that there's a lot of people out there that are in the same boat as I am and are suffering the same way as me. And by me speaking out, hopefully somebody hears it and realizes, shit, I'm not the only one. And to let you guys know that there is hope, there is a light. That key that we were looking to open that door has been inside of us all along. We just need to close our eyes and face those monsters that are inside of us. And in reality, once we face those monsters and we learn to control our thoughts, our emotions, and learn to accept who we truly are, we'll be able to grow. It's hard. It's hard to have self-acceptance. It's hard to be alone with our thoughts and with ourselves because sometimes I hate myself. Sometimes I annoy myself. But learning to sit in that quietness by myself, with myself, has taught me how to grow and be a better person. And I struggle every day. Every day I got to wake up and I got to thank my higher power and try to be 1% better than what I was yesterday. Just 1%. But I'm happy at this moment and I'm grateful for what I have. And I'm grateful for what I had to go through to learn and to be here at this moment talking to you guys and trying to explain to you how I deal with forgiveness, resentments, and how I deal with myself. So hopefully one of you guys hear this and realizes, okay, I'm not the only one that feels like this. So thank you for allowing me to share. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys could give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, or share it, I would really appreciate it. Have a great night.